Hello and welcome back to another little Doctor Who review. This time we are going to go through a few options. It is mainly the Pyramids of Fear set. Obviously these didn't all come in the set. This is just my main bulk of it. Obviously it's huge. So the main set came with the pyramid. It came with this guy all in black and this guy on the end here, along with the esophagus as well. There was another set which came with a couple of the mummies who were all in a row down the side here, and this guy at the back. And then there was the Doctor sold separately as well. But if we start off with the mummies first off, so there is a few variations. This was the first one that came out. They also come with an accessory of one of these canopic jars, but it was like a deer head or something, and that's the one I've misplaced. I've got it somewhere, I just haven't got a clue where it can be. But it came with one of them, and it also came with this little thing, but I'll get to that in a minute. The mummy itself, so you can see it's quite detailed. You can see where it's looks like bandage wraps going all over this thing. This is probably one of the most detailed out of the set that I've got lined up, although the others have got like paint applications. For the bandage looking type of stuff, this is probably one of the best ones. Round the back they've got this little like red triangle-y diamond type of thing coming out the back there, but you can see where all the bandages are actually wrapped around them. So especially in the whole groin area for detail, if I just bring a golden one in, you can see it's just a little bit less detail on like the bandage wraps. But articulation wise for these mummies, they do have a fixed head to the body. This is all one sculpt. The arm, or the top of the arm, is also, it's a bit twisted, but there's no like ball joint. It is just a 360 twist on it. They haven't got no like bicep type of twist on. It has got a ball joint on the elbow, and the hands do twist. Now they do twist at the waist, and the thigh has a twist, and they have got a ball joint on the knee, and they even have a twist around the feet, so they are pretty poseable. Now the mummy came with this little accessory. I actually can't remember what this accessory is, but it's got like a little hole in the top there, and it's got a detailed little trim with like Egyptian writing all around the gold. And like I say, he did come with one of these canopic jars, but it was a different head. These do actually all separate, but again we'll go round with them in a moment. Now the golden mummy, yeah, still got this little like red diamondy thing. I can't remember what they were for, what was the meaning for them. So drop a comment in. Can you tell me what the meaning was for this little red triangle diamond thing in the back? I literally, for the life of me, I can't remember. The articulation is exactly the same as the one without the gold, but like I say, this has just got gold detail applications going right round the back, and they've got some on the forearms as well. So if we move on to the Doctor, the fourth Doctor, he comes with this big cheesy grin on him and his little hat. His head does twist from left to right. I believe this come in the Diamonds collection. So I'm sure it was the Diamond collection. You come with this little gadget. So it's got all like the little knobs and buttons on. Again, I can't remember what they called this, whether they even give it a name. I'm not too sure. But it's just one big mould on that. So it's got all like the little green and blue buttons, little red lighty things, big blue button in the middle, a couple of black switches, and he holds onto that. But within this outfit, he's got his long brown coat. Again, just flip it round, you can see the detail on there with the buttons. He comes with this long flexible scarf, not detailed on the back, just the front. So, which is a shame. He's got this like orangey type of cravat going on and a yellow stripy like detailed waistcoat underneath. I do know these heads do pop off because the heads are on a peg, so you could swap them round to other style of heads if you didn't want them with the hat on. Articulation wise, his arms do a 360, twist at the bicep, ball joint at the elbow, and he does a 360 twist on the hands. His waist does twist round as well, and he twists round at the actual thigh, and he's got a ball jointed knee. So with these canopic jars, you can even put this little thing, this little gadget in one of them, and it fits perfectly. So there's one, like I say, I'm missing one, and I think it's like I think it's like a lamb head or something. Can't really remember, but there's an eagle one. And then with the pyramid set, it actually came with the Lady Egyptian face and the baboon face as well. And again, these do open up as well, like so. It also came with the, I think this was called the coordinator selector. So it's basically just a silver tubing with some brass detailing on the ends there. If we move on to the esophagus, absolutely love that this was included into the set. It's quite big and bulky, but you've still got all the paint application details. So it's got like blue and gold and red going down the sides there, even down to the face on this and the golden detail. But when you pop it open, it's got that lenticular type of sticker on there. So this is the actual time tunnel from the episode, and depending on how the light hits it, it does twinkle and move around. So superb little accessory there. So then you've got Suktech. So Suktech to the Destroyer. So one with the hat on and one with the jackal head. Now I do know these heads do pop off, and also this is Marcus Scarman character, so the heads can pop off on all three and you can swap them around if you want. But with the jackal head, again, just go in for the detail, so little side option there. But you see his big green eyes, piercing green eyes. All of this is like one flat mould, although he does twist at the waist. His legs are hidden underneath, but they do twist and they do bend, although it's restricted because this is quite a tough plastic skirt at the bottom. His arms are on a ball joint, so they do come out. They do bend at the elbows and they do twist around the wrist as well. But just checking out the detail on this is just pretty amazing. I don't know how they would, if some other figure was going to be released, I don't know how they would use this mould. I think it is just like the one-off mould. Maybe the base could be in white at least, and we could have a Donna Noble in a wedding dress, well, half of it anyway at least. But even his head, so you can see how like the skull and the bone of it down to the nostrils and the mouth. Pretty grim really when you think of it. So now you got subject to the Destroyer. Now, main thing about this, although it's got exact same body as the one I've just shown you, so it's this head, and the helmet on it is just something superior, I think. Real details going across. It's got the lines on the wings going down the side there. It's got the Eye of Horus there on both eyes. This head still does twist back and forth, although with it being quite large, it is restricted from the shoulders. But on the back, there's a tiny little button. So there is a battery compartment in there, because his eyes do light up green. Now, I wish I was able to show you, but the batteries have actually died on my one, and I haven't got any replacement ones. But they're like little LEDs, little green lights that shine through. And then the last figure is Marcus Scarman. Now again, if I just bring his face in. So again, another figure that I am so impressed that we got him. It is the same reuse of a body from like the Primeval type of figures. But you would never think that we would ever have got Marcus in a release. The detail in his face, it is literally the image of him. I don't know whether they would even reuse this head sculpt for anyone else as well. So maybe the new Time Lords that were released at the back end of 2023, maybe just a little touch up and detail, you could have passed this head off as another Time Lord variation, maybe, who knows. Articulation for Marcus, he's got the whole 360 twist on the arm, bicep twist, elbow joint, hand twist, twist at the waist, thigh, ball jointed knee. The only thing with Marcus, although absolutely cracking, what's my bugbear is if we just flip him round, this. It's literally just painted creases in the jacket and a painted belt on. So that is just my only bugbear, that it weren't moulded. And the last thing is this big pyramid. So it's the Isseron's War Rocket. I think Isseron's. I think I've said that right. It did have a, well, it's still got like a little black Velcro, but it keeps on popping off. Basically, it's all out of cardboard base, cardboard interior. But if I can just flip this, so all on the inside there's even the detailing on the inside of the pyramid So, but they just go in like cardboard slots at the bottom. It's got a little cardboard ledge on the door. Can actually flip over as well, but usually keep it up when it does stick. So the base on it, if I just flip this out, it's even got, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it has got markings and etchings all over the base. And when you get inside, you can see the marchings and all that, basically the hieroglyphics all on the inside as well. Okay guys, so there's my little review of the pyramid set. So drop us your comments. What do you think? Have you ended up getting them all? I am gutted that they haven't released an actual Sarah Jane, to be fair, to finish off in the outfit that she wore within this episode. Hopefully though, you never know, she could come now that we've got that younger head sculpt model of Sarah Jane. But while you are there dropping them comments in, drop us the like, drop us the subs, and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any others. Well, thanks for checking in on this one, guys, and I will see you on the next. Take care.